Probably. Let me also turn the Wi-Fi off on my phone so the bandwidth is better. I didn't come up with a name for the session today, so I just called it Meet Gay God and Gamble.
Love it.
Alright, Chad rather, go ahead and roll me a D100.
Oh,
16. Wow. Oh, by the way, you can choose to like re-roll your item if you don't like it one time.
Ah.
Yeah. So let's go to table.
Pause. I don't know if it's me, but I cannot hear anything in the stream.
You can't hear anything?
Hold on. I'm gonna try. Okay, got it. It wouldn't come out of my headphones. Okay, no, it's good. I can hear it.
Okay, Gucci.
Sorry to stress.
No worries, you're good. I saw my audio meters moving and I was like, what the fuck? Alright, Chad, on a 16, you get a +1 shield.
+1 shield. I think I wanna re-roll.
Alright, roll again. You can't get the same item though. That is my...
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you that at least.
Nice. Big money, big money, big money, big money. Oh!
Oh!
My God!
So since you got 100... Wait, you just typed in 100, I think.
You freaking dingus!
Oh wait, I slash R. Oh wait, D100.
Yeah, 1 D100.
There you go.
Yeah, I was like, what?
No way.
Okay. Alright, on a 45.
So funny.
Oh, that's interesting.
You did last time. This is like what you did last time when you were just like, oh look, all my rolls are nat 20s.
That wasn't me, that was the system. That was the system.
So Chad, you receive a Pearl of Power, which is for spellcasters. Essentially, you can store a spell slot in it, and you can like use it in place of a spell slot later on.
Wait, does that mean Chad gets a spell slot now?
Technically, but you don't know any spells.
Oh.
Yeah, let me, here, and let me go ahead and copy and paste this into chat. Oh, you regain a spell slot.
Dang. I guess I gotta take it. Can I, like, give it to someone?
Yeah, you can give it to someone. You can also sell it.
How much would it go for, though?
I'll say... Let's see, Pearl Power is, I think, a rare item. Yes. Or no, it's uncommon.
Yay.
I'll give you 550 for it. You're up 50.
Okay. Let me sell that.
Okay.
And let me roll again.
Alright, roll another D100.
D100.
This is how gambling went for them last time, too.
Oh, okay, cool.
57. Okay, I wonder if you'll like this. You get a Trident of Fish command.
Oh.
A trident works like a spear, basically, in terms of, like, damage. And then, it says, let's see, you can... Oh, okay. Basically, you can use the, trident to control, a beast with innate swimming speed, so, like, a shark.
Chad will very much so like that.
Would very much what?
I think Chad would very much so like that. I feel like Chad would like to keep it.
Okay. Now for your other thing, which was the 250, I believe. Go ahead and roll a D100 for the consumable.
Oh, D100. Oh.
Okay. So you had a 79. You receive, oh baby, you get a potion of fire giant strength. That's going to increase your strength above 20, I believe, for basically one battle.
Oh shit, we're keeping that. I'm keeping that. Alright, what was it? I gained 50, but lost, so 250.
I'm gonna add the potion.
700.
Potion of giant strength.
500? Was it 500? Yeah,
oh wow.
500.
So yeah, when you drink that potion of fire giant strength, it turns your strength to 25 for 1 hour.
Ooh. Strength. That's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah, that's a +7. And then you add proficiencies and whatnot to it.
Oh my. That's insane. Nice.
Yeah.
Alright,
Cool.
I think that's all the gambling I want to do.
Okay. The last thing I want to ask Chad, well, I guess there's two things, but I want to ask Chad something before we begin, which is, Chad, you arrive sort of late to Saphira, and this is your first time being in an area where being queer is the norm. How does Chad feel about this?
Chad is a little, I want to say he's a little uncomfortable. Not because, like, you know, there's gay people everywhere, but it's like, he's uncomfortable because, like, it's so strange to him that this is normalized. Like, people are just being freely themselves, and he feels uncomfortable because he feels like he's out of place, even though it's in a community that would accept him.
All right. And as you move forward, you see a sort of portal open in front of you, and on the other side you see Yume and Rose Quartz, along with a drow man. What would you like to do?
Step in? Join them?
As you wish. Let's go ahead and jump back into it. So last we left off, essentially, Yume and Rose Quartz did some time shopping, and then they met with Yume's cousin Yuzu, an expert on ancient magic, who, after having some dinner at Rat's Go, decided to bring everyone to meet his god, the god of both studying magic, of learning knowledge, and of queer people. All right. Oh, I forgot to bring Chad. Hold on.
Oh.
Everyone's always forgetting about Chad.
It's okay.
Imagine I leave him this small.
Oh, you should.
Unfortunately not. Anyway.
You know, Rose Quartz is also really big, way bigger than Chad. I don't know. I think Rose Quartz should be bigger.
I'm pretty sure Rose Quartz is 6 foot.
Yuzu is half giant, so I don't know.
Well, okay, so here's the thing, Yume, is that a lot of your family, there's a lot of adoptions that happen in your family, so Yuzu may or may not actually have any, you know, giant blood or gnome blood.
All I want is for all of us to take up 3 squares and Chad to just take up 2.
My maps aren't big enough for it.
Okay. Well, then we can all take up 2 and Chad can take up 1.
Oh.
Not the bargaining. Okay.
I just try to find a solution to the problem, and then your god is 3 by 3. That makes sense. I don't know.
I can make her big. I can make them bigger, you know. So.
Yeah, that's cool too. Love that.
You said it so quietly. Okay.
Sorry, I have a mosquito bite on my thumb, and I'm trying to not scratch it. I'm so distracted by it. I'm sorry.
I see. Okay, so
ADHD is ADHD.
Essentially, Yuzu has brought you in front of one of the premier gods of knowledge throughout the realm. And you're going to have the opportunity to ask a few questions. I'm going to give you essentially the same opportunity as 2 5th level spells. I will now display them for you. So the first one is called Legend Lore, so there's this one. And then the second one is called Commune. So Legend Lore, it's basically like I'm giving a 1-paragraph monologue about an object, a magic item, a person, a place, etc. And I will essentially just tell you all of the lore I have written down on it as much as is relevant. The second one, Commune, is essentially you get to ask up to 3 yes or no questions to the deity, and they will respond truthfully. You may also, before asking said deity, you may consult with Yuzu on what you want to do. Yeah, actually,
Every time you say you may do this, I think you're saying you may.
you may interpret that way, you may not.
I hate you.
Um,
I don't actually, but I hate you.
yeah, I know. Rose Quartz, you are the first to see Chad sort of step through the portal, as Yuzu looks over and says, "Oh, who's this guy?"
Oh, he is our friend. You come over here. Like, you should meet him.
And he's gonna whisper to you, Rose Quartz. I don't know, he seems like kind of a douchebag to me.
You know, that's the initial impression for sure. But, you know, once you get in there, like, unpeel some layers, then he's pretty okay. A pretty okay douche.
Are you fucking him? That sounded like a lot of innuendos there.
Oh. No, ew.
I'm just gonna look at Rose Quartz and kind of tilt my head a little bit and smile.
No, I mean, I'm just saying for you, like, just talk to him. Like, it's fine. It'll be fine.
Alright. Yuzu will look over to you, Chad, and say, "Sup?"
Sup, bruh?
Oh, God.
This is my cousin Yuzu, Chad. Yuzu, this is Chad.
Hi, Chad.
Shit, cousin? Oh, fuck. Sorry. Hello, sir.
Why are you acting weird? What?
'Cause-
Why are you acting weird?
Because if he's your cousin, that means he can also beat me up. I mean, I just,
he's like a nerd though.
oh! And I'm a jock.
But he can also. You know.
I mean, like,
I wouldn't piss him. I'm saying this all just kind of like to the side. I'm like, hey, look, I mean, I wouldn't piss him off because he's not like weak, but he's like a nerd. Okay, so like, just chill, be chill.
Hey, any family of yours, I won't mess with.
Beat you up.
I won't mess with. Lesson learned.
Okay, cool.
Yuzu will then kind of like interject and say, "Alright, Chad, well, to catch you up on everything real quick, basically, you're gonna talk to my boss in a bit, and you're gonna get essentially 4 questions you can ask, alright?"
Like about anything? Like, or...
Yeah. Just don't make it stupid, because, well, you know, I don't get to make these visits very often.
Oh, you're just visiting? You don't live here? Cause I thought you'd. I mean, it looks like.
Oh, you seem to misunderstand. No, we're not on the planet anymore. We're in their domain.
So you're like not here, but you're here.
I'm saying I teleported us from the planet to where my god lives to ask 4 questions, and then we're teleporting back.
Oh, so you're just visiting. Oh.
I think Rose Quartz found out that her ex, this god's ex, is La Viejera.
That's
Oh.
correct, but don't say it too much. It gets them kind of cranky.
Wait, Chad, you don't know shit. Just shush.
What? I just got here.
Perfect.
All right, 4 questions. All right. I'll take the time.
Hold on.
Well, is it 4 questions each or like?
No.
We're not
No, it's
going to
not. It's
present
four
them
total.
until we all agree on what the questions are. So you can
Oh
ask
my
about one
God.
person, place, or thing, and basically get as much as we know. And then you get 3 yes or no questions.
Oh, I thought it was like 4 questions each. That's kind of lame. Can I claim a question? Can I like?
Like each of you
Please.
3 get a yes or no question.
Oh no, I'm talking like as Chad to the group, like just him begging like, oh, can I have a question, please, 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 please? Can I have one question, please, please, please?
Yeah, I don't know if you can have it
Rolled it
transfer
in.
over.
I saw on D&D Beyond it popped up that it said that Rose Quartz did an intelligence check,
Yeah,
but I didn't
22.
see it in the.
Wait, that's a natural 20.
I know, that's funny. I was just testing it and I was like, oh, that's what I got. But I guess you can see from there, so it's
Mm-hmm. As long as it's
Okay.
somewhere we can see it, I'm fine with it.
okay. Sorry, continue.
I think Chad was saying something.
Yeah, and I responded with no.
Dang. Okay, what questions
Well,
were
wait,
you
if
asking?
you, how about this? If you, well, I don't want to commit to anyone for sure getting questions. How about this, Chad? How about you come up with a question? And if Rose Quartz, Yuzu, and I think that it's a really good question, we'll let you ask it.
Oh, okay. Let me think.
Okay.
Yeah, I will also reiterate what you know versus what you don't know but would be good to learn. So I'll
We need
start.
to know the vampire's name.
Yes, you could very well find out what the vampire bitch's name is. That would be the question where you'd like, the legend lore part. And then...
You get like a whole paragraph of that, right?
Yeah, you essentially get like a paragraph dialogue about that. You don't know what the process of killing a god is, but might not be great to ask a god about how to do that. And then you don't know who the people were that attacked Saphira. And then you don't know how that vampire bitch hurt a powerful dragon like Charity, the spirit of winter.
Well, can you say the last one again, please?
You don't know how the vampire bitch hurt a powerful dragon like Charity, who is, I believe at this point, at least 200 years old. The older a dragon is, the stronger they are.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like, the 3 of you plus Delia, now that all of you are level 8, it's like a 50-50 of you taking on Charity and winning.
Charity?
The dragon. The one whose
Why would
voice
we
is
take
like
on
this.
Yeah, why would we take on the dragon?
I'm saying for, like, relative power level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, he's about as strong as the 4 of you are together right now.
Hmm. See, what part of aims to create magic. Blah, blah. There's a process of killing.
As y'all are thinking, Yuzu will kind of also inquire. So this vampire, bitch,
Mhm.
you've fought her twice now and you don't know her name. Is there anything else you think you'd need to know about her to beat her?
What are her weaknesses?
Well, if she doesn't have a weakness.
She can bleed, can't she?
I mean, all of us can bleed. I wouldn't call, you know... If you're allergic to pain, I would say that that's normal. not a
Well, I guess
weakness.
how to stop how to stop somebody from blood bending or how to prevent you from getting blood bended.
That is a good question.
Okay, I have two ideas here. I don't know what everyone
Okay.
else's ideas are.
So what I would mention again, so you get essentially one basically like a Google search of one thing, and then you get 3 yes or no questions, like Magic 8-Ball questions almost. So I would say I would rephrase it for the first one as tell us everything about the vampire bitch, because that would
Including
include
her name.
that would include her name and other things. However, that would mean for the bloodbending thing, you'd kind of have to ask leading questions because you can only receive a yes or no answer. Correct. Yeah.
Does that mean we'll only... Sorry, continue.
Oh, no, go. You can go.
I was gonna say, does that mean that we might have to use up all of our 3 yes no questions in just figuring out how to counter the bloodbending?
Perhaps. As at this point, the
Wait, Kyra's gonna say a thing.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, like, for the yes or no question, I mean, do we know if there's a way to stop, like, prevent it or like stop it from happening?
That might be the first yes or no question.
Emervier will also offer up. Perhaps I can make a deal with the 4 of you. Here, knowledge takes on power and influence. Perhaps, if you are willing to part with information I do not yet have, I could in turn give you more information that I do have. Those yes or no questions, there's room to negotiate and make them more of a conversation, depending on what you have to offer.
I was there in person when the dragon eggs landed and I saw what happened. Is that information you already know? Are you willing to exchange that information?
I do not know as much detail as you might know. I know that it happens, but I know not much about dragon eggs, perhaps, or young dragon kings, if you were willing to share that.
I would be willing to tell you everything that I remember seeing on the day that the dragon eggs landed on Saphira.
Emervier will suddenly, like, pop up next to you. And their hand will raise as sort of like your thoughts begin to almost float out of your head like musical notes. And they take on the form of like an orcish script as Emervier begins to peer into your mind and says, "That will suffice. When you have your question ready, I will allow you another question of research." So now it's two Google searches, 2 yes/no questions for the information about dragon eggs.
Okay, I say that the 2 Google questions I'm not saying this is finalized. I'm talking to the peoples. I say we use the 2 Google search questions, one for finding out everything about this vampire bitch, and the other one for the bloodbending thing.
Are we able to like change our questions as they get answered, or does it have to be like all 4 questions?
Oh, that's a good question.
That is a good question.
So you can change your answers after receiving other answers. I just think that it would
change
be...
your questions once we receive answers.
Yeah, like it's
Okay.
only finalized once you bring it forward.
Correct. Then I say we come up with a plan of what to ask, but then
Mhm.
after each time we ask the question, we reconvene and make sure that that's the next question we want to ask.
Yes. I agree with that.
Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Mhm. Pulling up all of my lore documents. Oh, you also know very little about Bulawan, so that might also be worth asking potentially.
Rose Quartz, how much do you know about Balawan?
I'd say I know. Can I roll like a history check?
You may roll a history check with advantage, for a reason you do not yet understand.
Interesting.
Okay,
He
great.
is Balawan.
Could you imagine?
They're trying to kill Jim.
No, that'd be so funny.
That'd be crazy. They're trying to kill Rose Quartz too.
Bro, why did I get a 4? Okay.
You got a 4?
It's a 12 total. Oh,
Okay,
24!
Alright. Rose Quartz, you have a flash to your time back at the temple. You were around a lot of followers of Bulawan in your time at the Light Temple. So I will give you a little bit of information, kind of the basics, and then I'll allow you, on a 24, I'll let you ask me sort of like 2 short questions. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so here is what is known about Bulawan. Her title is the Slayer of Monsters. Her pronouns are she, her. Her alignment is lawful good. She is what is known as an orator god, so she is known for being charismatic, and she represents charity, chivalry, and nobility. She's a patron to nobles, clergymen, and children. And then there are other things that are commonly known about her. In her life, she was known as a noble warrior, and she led a group of sort of warriors who have now taken on a role of like a religious role, and that's called the Brava Laura, which I will now type. Minion sounds like a good word. She is credited for the sealing of the Tarask, so she is basically known as the person who defeated potentially the strongest creature in all of creation. Another thing that is known is that she is trusting and merciful to a fault, and has been betrayed in the past because she has given too much trust and mercy to people who may not deserve it. And lastly, she believes that power is a gift and a responsibility to protect the weak. So, that is what is commonly known about her. Alright. And I'll shorten it to 1 question, actually, just so we can get to the real meat of it with the other 2. Or the
Okay,
other
cool.
4. Yeah.
I would like to. If all of her her do-gooding is a facade, or if there's something lurking underneath.
I see. Is it like just a PR stunt, essentially, or is it genuine? Is
Yeah.
that correct? Okay. On a 24, I will tell you this. She and her followers definitely believe that it comes from a genuine place. So they do like charity work and things like that. Something you've seen Colin do is ask for supplies and build wells and such. pretty representative of other people who have served Bulawan. And as far as you know, she has never commanded people to do it for a reason other than out of doing it for kindness. You do get a sense that there is a history of regrets when it comes to the way that she has done things. So, for example, one thing I've mentioned is betrayals. There has been a time when she was alive where someone she trusted betrayed her, she decided to forgive them and allow them to come back in the fold, and she was betrayed again. That's like one example. Another example is she gave supplies to people who she thought needed it, and it turns out they used it inappropriately. Like, for example, she may have given food and supplies to a group of people, and they might have went off and, you know, sold it for, like, in money, essentially making profit off of goodwill. Things like that. Those are the natures of betrayal that have happened to her.
Okay. Interesting.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yep. Alright. I think we're at the point where it might be good to ask the 2 questions and then reserve the yes or no questions for later on.
Okay.
How do y'all feel?
I agree.
Cool with that.
Alright. Does that work for you, Leslie?
Yeah. I thought I said yes. Sorry.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear you. Alright. Yuzu, seeing that everyone is ready, will say, Goddess Semervie, we are ready to ask our first question. And Yuzu will look to Rose Quartz and will defer to you to ask the questions, respecting the sort of knowledge and wisdom you bring to the table.
Hello. I would first like to thank you for this opportunity. I will go ahead and vote again for already going or in a reverent position. I would like to ask first what our enemy's name is.
Okay, this is Rio speaking.
Wait.
This is the Google search question. So this is like
Yeah, that's.
yeah,
Sorry. I thought we were gonna ask it differently.
Yeah, so
Oh.
it's okay to ask because you don't know the name yet, but I will instead interpret it as like tell me her name and also what she's about. Does that work for you?
Yes, please.
Give me her Wikipedia page, basically.
Yeah. Okay, so that this is good for your first question then?
Yes.
All right. Emervier will begin to call your memories of your encounters into the space, taking the form of script. Rose Quartz, for you, the thoughts as they begin to travel from your mind into the space take on the form of a draconic script. The words dancing with different elemental sorts of colors.
Ooh.
Emervier will now begin. This enemy that you wish to know of. I will start with her name. She is not from this time, for her name is Tala the Mariner, the founder
Wait, what?
of the Water Island, rider
Wait.
of the Water Dragon.
What? The vampire bitch's name is Talo the Mariner, the creator of the Water Island?
Yes,
Wait,
one of the
what?
founders.
That would make sense why her magic is super old and she bit the fucking
Yeah.
dragon and that's why she's a vampire.
No, oh my god, bro.
Oh, I'm dumb. I feel dumb for not having put that together earlier.
As you begin to think these thoughts in your head, Emir VA naturally letting you take a moment to process the information, they will now continue.
God damn it.
In addition
Dude,
to
is
the
someone writing this down?
No, I can't. I
You're not
can't either. Fuck. I have the shared Google Doc that I smashed into the bed. Son of a bitch.
Oh wait, sorry. Okay, so Tala, the mariner, is the vampire bitch.
She's the creator of the water island.
She's the founder of the water island. She rode the water dragon, I think Vodaxin. In addition to what you learned in the water temple, this is what I know of her. She led a great company of traders and established trade routes through ships, allowing the islands in their development to trade with each other, to share resources, all while garnering a great profit. However, many of those ships ended up committing crimes against the islands. Their blue coats stained green. They became poachers.
Oh.
Halloween.
She was someone who was a great swimmer as well, having swam down to the water temple. In life, she displayed many acrobatic skills. She had quick feet and quick hands, and an insatiable desire for carnal pleasures.
Carnal?
Yes, she had a lot of sex.
Oh. And she got some.
That's like the history textbook way of saying like she fucked. And I think it's really funny that everyone's like, what?
You're like, what? And the god's
What
just
is
like,
that?
she had bitches. I
Yeah.
will now continue. Throughout her life, she took on 3 separate partners, the 3 of which did not know of each other. Inevitably, when she had her first child, she decided to cut off relations with the other 2. But she could not remain faithful. Okay, the music changed. I did not intend for that. I'm sorry. And so, despite officially being a royal betrothed to another and beholden to the responsibilities of one, she took on a mistress by the name of Pan.
What?
Wait.
Wait, what?
This Pan also had a partner, for she too was married.
Oh my god, they cheated on each other.
Oh, stop it.
In the ancient times, of course, this was forbidden. But when the secret came to light, this smaller noble house that Pan belonged to was absorbed by the House of Tala the Mariner and was dubbed a bastard branch. Shunned. This older Pan from many hundreds of years ago went on to have kids with her official partner. And eventually that led to the birth of one Keanu, who was killed 32 years ago by the Bifrost and their actions.
Wait. What? Wait, hold up. What? Wait, hold up. Pan is married to Sable, and they had a kid named Keanu?
No. Pan is named after a great-grandmother of hers.
Oh my fucking god, I thought it was Sable's Pan. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, I understand now. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then, wait. Who is Keanu? Who did the
He-
Bifrost kill that was in Keanu? Who the fuck was that?
Keanu was Pan and Moreno's dad who helped stage the coup in Season 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
What the fuck happened in Season 2? That was when we had to travel to the wedding, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember Keanu.
That's because
I
you
don't
never
remember
met him.
Keanu.
You guys didn't. You didn't go to the room he
Oh.
was in.
Oh, okay. I was like, I swear to God, why do I remember all the lore? How do I not remember this
Yeah,
guy? Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Don't worry, you're good. Anyway. More lore about Tala the Mariner. The house words for the clan Talasong, from which all descendants of Tala are named. The words are adventure beyond the horizon, in honor of the naval nature of her successes, as well as her desire to continue sailing out, leaving family and friends behind in pursuit of riches and excitement. She died long ago, and to our knowledge was reincarnated in a foul manner, a parody of the reincarnation of a dragon king. However, such reincarnation naturally requires a soul. A dragon king's reincarnation typically takes the soul of a dead dragon and brings it back into the world. Their bodies are powerful, designed for such a process, but you mortals cannot handle such a process. And in their stead, 2 souls are required to bring back one. One to return, and one to take on the burden. That soul that allowed the Tala the Mariner to return belonged to a cleric of Balawan. The process of which I do not quite fully understand, but perhaps there is more to learn. It was the corruption of this process which essentially consumes the soul of a living person to bring back the body of a dead one and their soul. It is that which turned her into a vampire, into a monster. Consuming flesh is one thing, a curse permanent to life, but to consume a soul in a mortal state, it naturally would corrupt the very essence of your being. Tala can never return to being human because of that. Alongside this curse, she naturally has the weaknesses of a vampire. She burns in the sunlight, in running water. A stake through the heart will cause her to sleep indefinitely. But she is no ordinary vampire. If she continues in this pathway, spilling blood, especially those of dragons, if she were to gain power from it, she would continue to develop into a stronger vampire. This is the extent of our knowledge, but we do know the name of what she could develop into. Mana Nangal, a vampire of far-off mythology. She also possesses ancient magic, of course, domain expansions, a curse technique likely associated with bloodbending. That is all we know for now.
Okay, I got as much notes as I can.
Okay, are you doing it on the Everyone vs. Rio Fight Club Google thing?
Oh no, I typed it on Discord real quick. Let me add that to the
Okay.
doc.
Perfect, perfect.
While you do that, I'm gonna press a button.
Oh,
Don't do it.
Wait, hold on, it's gonna be so funny. Yuzu looks at the three of you and just goes, well, you three are surely trauma bonded.
oh.
For sure.
I mean, yeah, but what the fuck is it too? Wait, I don't understand. Why did he say that?
Hmm?
Why did he say that?
Because all of you seemed fucking speechless.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've seen some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bitchy shit. Alright, I'm just gonna paste it.
Okay.
Oh wait, Leslie, I'm gonna paste it right now.
Okay, perfect. Oh, amazing. Look at those paragraphs.
Alright. It is at this point Emervier will go ahead and collect the information from you, Yume, and allow you to ask your second sort of Google question when you are ready. The knowledge this time becomes stored in a sort of leather-bound book with a sort of painted design golden foil, and it simply says the anatomy of dragons as your knowledge begins to propagate its pages.
Interesting.
They like book.
Okay.
Book cool.
Book.
Yeah.
Well, look cool.
Mm-hmm. This right here, the goddess of book clubs.
Honestly, our book club is so crazy. She'd fit in.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she is basically a living book, so, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I would like to ask the second question.
Everyone else good with that?
This is like the Google search question, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Are we still okay with it being about the bloodbending thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
considering this vampire bitch does have it.
Okay. Ready to ask my question.
Okay.
We would like to know everything you know about bloodbending, including how when blood bends, how to counter bloodbending, stop someone from bloodbending, everything you know about bloodbending.
All right. One moment. Emir VA will begin to walk backwards as you see bookshelves begin to rise out of the floor. Yuzu just sort of whispers to himself. It's been a while since she's gone to the forbidden section. And Emir VA will pull out a blood-stained book. The shelves retract into the floors and will return. This is what is known about bloodbending currently, and first and foremost know this. It is unlike any other spell known. Typically, spells are controlled. The cost paid through gold and skill. It is not the same with bloodbending. Bloodbending pays in lives, in blood. When you first encountered Tala, some of her powers were augmented because they utilized the blood of a dragon. A blood magical with enhanced durability. Depending upon the blood that she manipulates, additional effects may occur. It is dependent on a case-by-case basis. To understand it, we must first understand how they were invented. Bloodbending began as a result of Tala the Mariner consuming her dragon and its powers. This created a line of potent waterbenders, but it also created a dormant curse, a curse that took time and effort to manifest. Consuming magical creatures grants power, but in an unnatural and vile way, you take their essence and you make it yours. Naturally, the bastardization of magic creates something as vile as bloodbending. It is something that was also forbidden afterwards, which is why the only known bloodbenders are related to Tala the Mariner.
Interesting.
The process of bloodbending is as thus. One takes the blood of either themselves, an ally, or an enemy, and manipulates it like a puppet on strings. One with particularly strong constitution may be able to resist it better, but it could change again depending on the blood. Those who have been injured will be affected even more greatly by the blood bending.
Institution and okay.
When one is at their best health, shall we say, they are at their best capability of resisting blood bending, but the more damage they take, the longer combat ensues, the more vulnerable they are potentially to blood bending. It is, again, very strong and very destructive, even to oneself. whenever one uses bloodbending, they naturally hurt themselves as well. But to a vampire who naturally recovers health, especially through violence, it is a hard cycle to break. You have a few different options to counter such a thing. One would be to ensure the clotting of your blood is faster than normal, through medicinal means potentially, or magic items. Another is to be at your best capabilities by being at your full health to remove injury.
Okay.
And then, well, there is the tried and true method to kill the bitch yourself.
What's the plan?
It's never failed me, but, well, I am a god.
Since we're on the topic of knowing everything about bloodbending,
Ask your question wisely, young Yume.
is this, well, if I ask a question, if my original question was I want to know everything about bloodbending, and I ask a
Yuzu...
follow-up question that is about that, I know I'm asking you real. I'm asking you real.
okay.
I'm asking you real.
Yeah.
Leslie's asking you real.
Okay.
If I ask her to further explain something in the same vein that she's going in, like in the same kind of question, would that count as asking another question? Like if I asked to further elaborate on a thing that she already brought up?
I would say yes, but I'll make you this compromise. Providing more information would allow you to potentially follow up on it. Emervier will also offer this deal, and we'll say this, excuse me. If you do not have new information to offer, perhaps you have information to forget. Another one of my duties is safeguarding information that could do harm from the lives of mortals. Would you be willing to forget something if you know that it would benefit you in the end, despite the pain it could cause?
Depends on what it is.
Depends on what you
ahead
know.
of time. No, I don't want to sign a blank check.
Izu will kind of elaborate. You saw the forbidden section of the books, right? That consists of knowledge that is better left unknown. Do you have anything like that in your head, Yume? A secret that would better be left a secret?
I don't know. I'm gonna look up rose quartz and Chad. Do I fucking know something that I'm not supposed to?
I can't recall anything unless
We have like the knowledge of the map of the water temple.
No, that's fine.
Does that count? As like so other people don't go in and fuck it up? Or is that not okay?
How about this? Could I have everyone roll insight checks, see what knowledge you remember that you would think would be better to leave as something lost?
Well, before I roll, I'd
Chad,
like
you
to.
don't know shit.
Okay, wait. I'll roll first, actually.
Natty one.
Oh.
Yume, I said insight check, not intelligence save.
What
Sorry.
the fuck? I got a 1.
No fucking way. Oh my god, yeah, and you have a plus 8.
I did an insight check.
It says intelligence save.
Oh, am I?
You have a +2 to your insight.
There you go. I don't know why I rolled twice. I don't know if I'm supposed to have advantage or something. I did not click it twice.
It's okay. All of you basically failed. You know what, Rose Quartz and Yume, on a 9, I'll give you this. If there is something that you would be better off forgetting, it would have to involve the dragons, probably.
Oh, the location of the current location of the dragon egg. And the dragon.
Well, the current location of the
Like, always
dragon
used-
egg is with Rose Quartz still.
I thought we gave it to my mom's.
You never gave it to your mom's.
What?
I thought we did. Did we not do that, Rose? Am I fucking stupid?
I thought you
I don't
kept
know,
it on
maybe
you
I'm
the entire
misremembering.
time.
No, I remember when we met up when Rose and Yume went and met up with which mom did I meet up with? Yokai?
You mean Kai?
Mm-hmm.
Or Kai, sorry. I thought I gave it to her.
She looked at it. I thought she gave it back. If you say
No,
that it was with her, I'll say yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I thought the implication was for me to give it to her so that she can give it to Yo. Because she was doing all that research and stuff.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I mean, you can forget it. You're gonna remember when you see them again, and the dragon egg. So I don't know how much it would extend the knowledge by. Yeah, I'll say this on 9, only for Rose Quartz though. Rose Quartz, there might be information that you potentially know, but you don't have access to. And I will leave it at that on a 9.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's always like that.
Oh, for Chad, be homophobia, of course, but you know.
I was
He
wondering.
also has
though-
information. His information is that he's gay. He doesn't fucking know it.
Yeah, dude. What if he came out right now?
Oh
Whoa,
my
whoa,
god.
Whoa. Whoa.
You know what? If Chad comes out right now, I'll give you another question and inspiration.
Oh my god.
Oh,
You gotta hit on Yuzu.
Well, there's
I'm not
more.
gonna lie.
There's more than one way to prove you're gay.
Not gonna lie. Yeah, when I saw Yuzi, I was like, what if Chad made moves? But then I forgot about Ling. Don't want to be another Tala, you know.
Dang, loyal
I
to
don't
Ling.
think Ling is alive. I don't think Ling is alive.
Ling is gone, bro. I'm sorry.
Ling's gone.
Hey,
like
you
gone,
know what?
gone. I don't know if you know.
All 3 of you make survival checks. I want you to deduce the likelihood that Ling is still alive.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Oh my god, what's with my 9s?
No way.
Survival.
Seems like Ling is dead.
Oh, I got
Survival
it too. That's so funny.
It was 7 total. It was 7 total.
Okay, you know what? I'll say this for Chad. Since
We saw him.
you
He
potentially
was gone.
since Chad potentially likes Ling, I'll let you roll a second time for survival and we'll take the highest.
Oh,
All of us
gosh.
are just Chad.
Oh my god.
Very good.
I was
Okay.
hoping Ling would be dead.
On a 20, Chad, you weren't there, but you did hear about the events that occurred. When Delia and Ling were rescued, they both were bitten by Tala.
I don't think Ling was rescued. Ling went through the portal.
Oh, yes, right. The rescue attempt, I'll say then.
Okay.
Chad, on a 20, I'll give you this. It was not mentioned because it was assumed that all the victims were either dead or in the process of attempting to be cured. But after surviving a vampire attack, you become a vampire spawn. and are beholden to the vampire. There is a sort of hierarchy. When you infect someone and allow them to live to become a vampire, you have a degree of influence and control over them. If Tal wanted to, she could let Ling survive, and he would be forced to join the enemy side if he is allowed to live.
Oh, little enemies to lovers arc.
It's captives to enemies to perhaps lovers.
Okay, you
Little Stockholm syndrome.
you
to...
met Ling in a fight. Like,
That's right. Sorry.
Ling is not
to
important.
Enemies to Stockholm syndrome to enemies.
he went
lovers?
from enemy to captive on the other side to potentially enemies again? I don't know if y'all were ever friends, if I'm being honest.
Alright, well... Okay, how is Chad gonna come out? I guess... with this information... Chad has no choice but to let go of Ling, cause you know, now that we have this information about the vampire bitch, Chad by association, thinks that anyone a vampire is a bitch, even if it's Ling.
Makes sense.
So,
Delia's also a vampire now too, just to let you know.
oh,
That's true. That's true.
Because she also
Fuck.
survived. No, you said it already. You said it.
You did.
but does Chad know that? Does Chad know that
Not
Delia?
yet.
That's another character arc. I'm gonna have to go over in the future.
Kat's gonna come back and be like, damn, so Chad chose to trade in homophobia for misogyny. That's crazy.
We'll get there when we get there.
We'll get there when we get there. Right now, we're talking about Chad coming out for a question. Just alright.
Trade
Let's
offer.
say-
You get one question, and I get you coming out as gay.
Hey, this could be like a make or break. I mean, we don't got much sessions left. Chad's gotta take one for the team. Is that okay? In that case, can Chad take one of the questions, like the yes or no question,
Yeah, for sure.
in exchange? Wait,
I think so.
for the question that we would get for Chad coming out, would it be a Google question or is it another yes or no question?
I'll let it be
I
a
think it's
Google
a-
question.
All right,
And you
all
get
right.
inspiration. That's all thing.
Okay. Let me.
Pride
think
Month
of
is
this
every
question.
month when you act like this.
When you're gay. Pride Month is every month when you're gay.
You
All right,
gay?
all right.
The stone giant?
Mm-hmm. That was a joke, Rio.
I know. I'm aware. The floor is yours.
Okay,
Chad.
okay, I got it. All right. So, can Chad pull Emerville,
Emervier.
Emervier to the side? To ask this one question, this personal question. So, I mean, okay, so, you know,
Yes.
I've been having these thoughts, and, I don't know, like, you know, cause, I walk in here, and I feel like everyone's staring at me, but they're not really staring at me, and I don't know, something about this environment, it feels very, like, uncomfortable, but, like, comfy at the same time, you know, and, that's not the question, but,
Emervier is going to put both hands on your shoulders, Chad. She has shrunk to be the same height as you, and will say, "Do you want some tea?"
some tea?
Okay,
Like-
Uncle Iroh.
Like some chamomile. You got chamomile?
You seem very stressed.
I
sits, and she's going to snap her fingers, and these sorts of like fancy mahogany chairs will come up with a sort of little table with essentially tea and treats. And a little privacy screen will come up. Just gonna put on some like glasses like she's a therapist and say, okay, I need you to take a deep breath. Breathe in. 3, 2, 1, breathe out. Okay. Take a sip of your tea. And now tell me what you want to say.
So I've been having this ongoing feeling, and it's something that I've been trying to fight for a while, and I don't know, like, if I'm ready to admit it. I feel like I am. I guess I want to know, like, this feeling that I have. Like, it feels so natural, but it also feels wrong at the same time. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, whenever I look at people who are like me, it's how, like, looking at dudes, at first I'm like, they're my brothers. Gotta love them unconditionally, right? Because, like, my bros are for life. But then there's some guys where I'm just like, I don't think I want them as my brothers. Not in a bad way. It's just like something, like, I have this weird feeling where
Like
it's like
something more than brothers.
Something more than brothers, yeah. And it also gives, like, that feeling of love, but, like, a different type of love. And I don't know, like, I feel like, with the Ling being a vampire, like, I've had that feeling with him, but, like, it hurts a lot now knowing that he's played for the other side, but, like, it's like kind of like an unforbidden feeling that I'm not supposed to have. And like, I never was one to have these strong emotions for someone like Ling, or like for just like towards towards some guys, like I just want to ask, like, is what I'm feeling is what I'm feeling, is that okay? Is it like, is it normal for me to feel this way towards the people who I'm supposed to call, like, my bros for life, but, like, sometimes I want them to be, like, my bro for life. Like, is it okay that I'm feeling this way?
As you continue to sort of trail off, Emervier will put a hand on your hand with the touch of an older sister. And he'll say, simply first, yes, Chad, there's nothing wrong with you. And, well, you're surrounded by a lot of people who have experienced the same thing and know the struggle that you might have known. People aren't supposed to do anything. Life has no meaning we invented. We make books with blank pages to write in them, to make the words ourselves. They do not come pre-written for us, and only you can write your story. Chad, if you like men or women, that's okay. And if you want to identify with a community like that or not, that's okay too. What matters is that you understand that there's nothing to fix, there's nothing wrong. And this feeling you feel now, this awkwardness, it's awkward because it's different, not because it's wrong. You would have known long ago if it was something that you regret. Take some time to think about what you really want out of your relationships, romantic or otherwise. Now granted, the one woman who I ever loved, she's still something very important from me. And I'm still trying to get it back, but loving her was worth it all the same. I would suffer a million more heartbreaks before I ever denied who I am. You have a great rage inside of you, yes?
Yes.
I can tell from looking at you that you've had a lot of confusion in your life, and that's okay. But you need to know that your rage won't go away by pushing things out and denying who you are. You know, well, I suppose you don't because they all died, but your ancestors, the Bronze Clan, they're the first people to push for acceptance for people like us, for people who liked people like us and were outcasts. They were sent to the mountains. It wasn't their choice to live there, and yet they made a home all their own. And they were known as the strongest in the land because of the resilience of their hearts. Do you get what I'm saying to you, Chad Michael Broseph?
So, you're saying that I was born to be gay?
I'm saying you weren't born to be anything. I'm saying that who you are in this moment is real. It's valid. And the more you look inside for your story, for the words that resonate with you, the more clear it's going to become that you choose who you are, and that it's okay to follow the feelings that you feel.
You know, you do have a way with words. God lady.
I'm a lesbian, don't think that there's anything going on here.
Oh no. I never looked at you like that. That was it for. Anyway, I'm gonna make this not awkward, but thank you, for validating the way how I feel. That really happens. So I'm gonna take what you say to heart and yeah, really just think about it.
Emervier is just going to hold your hand and just like be in this moment with you. And just offer support. And if Chad wants to just be and let his emotions flow, you have the opportunity to do so. For as long as you need.
I would like Chad to cry.
Okay.
But it's more like Chad's like it's like a build-up cry, so he's like trying to like wipe the tears away from his face, but then like the more that Emirve is like there in his presence, he like just starts to like loudly bawl, where even the screen is there.
Silence. as you're about to cry to give you the privacy that you need.
Oh, that's great. Oh.
Crying is
And
a
yeah.
reaction.
Chad will cry, and he will bawl the loudest he has, cause you know, he's feeling liberated. He's feeling free, knowing that that weight on his mind has been alleviated in one way or another. Not fully yet, because he still has to confront things in action, but he feels lighter knowing that he's let out this big I guess secret this whole time.
As you let out the secret, the words and the thoughts slowly form into a leather-bound book. The book simply has the title Chad Michael Broseph, and she will put it in your lap. And as she puts it in your lap, you feel a proud hand on your shoulder, your ancestor smiling down upon you. And in this moment, Chad, this is when you canonically level up and become level 8, embracing a part of you and finding an emotion greater than rage, and as true as love, in acceptance. Emervier will then also hand you another book and will say, this is to test the waters and to help you figure out yourself. When I was your age, long ago, books helped me get through the loneliness that I endured a lifetime of. Books are a great escape, and I hope that you find escape yourself until you are ready to share and open your heart to your friends. Chad, would you like to see what book she slips into your hand?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll an insight check for me, please. On a 7, Chad, you do not recognize the book, but you will soon discover that the book she slips into your hand is gay fan fiction.
Yowie!
Yeah. Chad doesn't know what that is, but he appreciates that it's. I'm assuming if it's. Is it like a manga or something? Like.
I have
Can it be
one
like
with.
picture?
Yes, I have one with pictures. But don't worry, this is lighter compared to some of the other stuff. Anytime you feel ready, you may check out a book from the library. And she will hand you a library card.
Whoa. Read, but this is. I'll be back for this what you call yaoi.
Yes, I'm sure you will.
But
Do you feel
thank
ready
you.
to go back now, Chad?
I do feel ready. I feel like I'm a new person, but in the same body. Thank you.
She will move her hand from your hand to your shoulder, with a gentle kind of squeeze, and will say, Chad, you're a man now. Not because of any stupid arbitrary reason like dating enough women or finding enough success. You're a man now because you are willing to face the emotions inside of you, the things that you were afraid to confront. A real man does not fear change. He embraces it and understands that it will make him stronger. She's going to then begin to get up, sort of bracing herself on your shoulder, and will walk away, removing the screen, and will reconvene with the others, allowing you to rejoin at your own time and pace.
Yume and Rose Quartz are playing rock, paper, scissors. Sitting on the ground.
Emervier
Dude, I just lost. Oh my god.
Emervier will kind of psychically link to you, Rose Quartz, and will say, your friend has to tell when they're about to use rock.
Oh shit. Oh my god. Wait, I'm gonna say this in my mind. Thank you.
Which is
What is
way
it?
more often than it should be.
When you say that, she says, you're welcome, Aurora. Don't think I don't know.
Well,
Are we gonna play or not? Come on, rock, paper, scissors.
okay, dang, sorry.
No, you're good. Ready?
Yes.
Because everything that just happened in your mind, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I will throw down a paper.
I will throw down a rock.
Oh, finally!
Oh, look at you! You figured it out!
Good job, Rose Quartz. Yuzu will kind of like pat you on the back.
I mean, thank you.
Oh, it looks like Chad's coming back.
Hey guys. What I miss?
Nothing
We
much.
played rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah.
Nice. I choose rock all the time because I
Oh.
like rocks. I think they're pretty cool. I mean, I feel like you would
Mhm.
choose rock too, Rose Quartz, because your name is a rock.
I'm gonna whisper
that's
to Rose Quartz.
true.
I'm gonna whisper to Rose Quartz and be like, just use paper, Chad, just use paper all the time, you'll win.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, Yuzu. I just want to say
Yes.
you're a.
He puts
you're
his book down.
You are a fine-looking man. Just want to say that off my chest. You know, I feel like everyone needs compliments every now and then. You know, I just do like you. Yeah.
Chad, if you would like, choose either persuasion or performance. Go ahead and roll for me, please.
Persuasion or performance? Oh, both zeros. Let's go. Okay.
What does CTFU stand for? Oh my
Yeah, I'm
god.
correct.
Oh.
I'm what? I missed it.
Yuzu will just kind of stare blankly at you, head tilted slightly in surprise. He normally has this air of like nonchalant non-caringness, and he like is kind of taken aback and sort of forced into the moment as you say this. And he'll say, I guess you're alright. You know, I thought you were a douchebag when you first walked in, but I guess you're cool, Chad.
Yeah. Thanks. And then Chad just blushes and he's just like, he just slowly runs to behind Yume.
Oh, before you, or I guess as you're running over, Yuzu will kind of like lean in and then just sort of say, "Hey, I know what you're going through. I was really transphobic before I met Mayor VA, so if you're experiencing something similar, just know that it's okay to not know any better and to change." And then you continue onward, Chad.
And then he just like hides behind Yume because he just doesn't know how to react with the whole interaction.
Yume, Chad hides behind you. How do you feel in this moment?
So I think Yume has a lot of questions and is looking at Rose like,
Rose
is this what
Quartz,
I think
remember
it is,
you
kind of
have.
thing?
I think you have telepathy now. If you want to talk in the mind.
That's true.
Yes.
True. I guess I feel really overprotective of Chad because Chad clearly seems scared and he's my friend. But I think it's very like I want to talk to Rose Quartz so bad, but not like awkwardly in front of everyone. I don't want to make Chad feel awkward.
Is Chad try to hide his embarrassed face and start burying himself into the book that Amiri gave to him and try to
The
pretend.
one that has your name on it?
No.
The yaoi.
Yeah, Chad has
the-
2 books. A book that, has sort of like it's almost like an autobiography in that the first page just has a few lines about Chad and how he feels and how he felt in the moment. The other book is a BL book.
Can I
Yeah.
assume
It's got
a roll
pictures.
to see if I know that that's like a yaoi? Also, can I roll with advantage because I grew up on the gay ass island that is Saphira?
Yes. So I think it's happened enough times now. When you are in this plane of existence, you have advantage to learn something.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay,
Welcome to the library.
Can I then use that advantage to learn something to see if I know if Chad has come to the realization or acceptance or whatever that homeboy is gay?
Yeah, roll insight.
Let's roll that shit with advantage. Oh, my rolls.
You detect that Chad has this air about him, like a great weight has been lifted, and he seems to be getting accustomed to whatever change he is going through, the nature of which you do not understand.
Do I recognize the book, or at least the genre of the book that he's looking
Make
at?
a perception check.
Is this
with
also
advantage. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. Oh, yes. Okay.
Wow, very consistent. You may on a 14, you
Yes.
recognize the author. It's Yuzu's favorite author. Only makes novels about gay men.
Interesting. I'm gonna whisper this so that maybe Max Rose Quartz can hear this. But I'm just gonna put a hand on Chad's shoulder and be like, "Hey, I know this author, and I know the kind of stuff that they write. Are you liking the book?"
Yeah. I mean, I just got this. I mean, it looks pretty interesting so far.
Chad, the portion of the book that you opened up to, it depicts a sort of like athletic man, kind of just like coming to terms with some kind of internal struggle. The emotional state, it seems he's just doing reflecting in a pool of water.
Reflecting. I'm gonna tell Chad. I'm gonna say, hey, growing up with Yuzu, this is Yuzu's favorite author. I bet you Yuzu has read this book and can recommend more of these kinds of books.
Oh, really? Like, this is Yuzu's favorite author? Like, like he
Like
reads
growing up.
Growing,
Yeah, growing up, it was. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen him in a minute, so maybe like it's. Maybe he's like moved on to other authors, but at least for a really long time, there's a several-year period where this was his favorite author.
Oh, that.
If you need something to talk to Yuzu about, or just want another recommendation.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, like, yeah, that's greatly appreciated. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. I mean, Yuzu, he kind of intimidates me, but like not in a scary way. Like there's something. He's just there's something about him that just seems pretty intriguing. Kind of little like a little shy around him. I don't know. I feel like his presence is just like something about it. But now that you're giving me this talking point, like yeah, like I could definitely I definitely feel more confident talking to him. Thanks Yume.
Yeah. He's not intimidating. He's not. If you find him intimidating, let me tell you, he's not. If you find him intriguing, we'll go talk to him and go learn more about him. Pique your curiosity.
You know what? Yeah, you're right.
Go. And I kind of shoot him.
Okay.
He's just cracking up.
Hey, Yuzu, I was talking to you know your cousin, Yume right there? Yeah, very tall lady. Very tall not lady, very tall, sorry, I didn't mean to, very tall, being, yeah. I was given this book, heard that you like this authors, or?
Yuzu will, he was just kind of like half listening. He'll look up, and he'll go, "You read books by this author often?"
You know what? I was given this, but I read like I've kind of like seen like a couple of pages. Like it seems really interesting.
Did you get to the sex scene yet?
The what?
No, I'm just messing with you. That doesn't happen in the first book. Well, I didn't figure you the type to read that kind of a thing, but for what it's worth, the story's pretty good, and well, you'll never guess who he ends up with in the end.
Oh, well, I'm
That's
very
something
excited
you can relate to, Chad?
What? What way? What? I'm just a casual reader, reading of the, I appreciate the arts, the artist, the author. I mean,
Oh, he does both.
Here, you don't need to lie.
I will let you know my thoughts when I finish this book, and hopefully maybe, since you said this is just the first book, I can maybe borrow the next book from you.
Yeah. Tell you what, Chad. And he will pull out his library card and he'll say, if you want to read some time together, well, and we survive to next week, I have some time. It could be like a little book club.
Oh yeah, nice, a book club. Book club of the two of us, yeah? I mean, like, I'm assuming, it would start off with the two of us, right? Just the two of us.
I mean, yeah. Unless you, I don't know, don't like me or something.
Oh no. Who said that? Who said anything about that? Oh yeah. Honestly, yeah, would love to read with you. And yeah, just would love to read with you. I will definitely, definitely hit you up. Yeah.
Okay. It's a date then.
I would like to mention Chad instantly blushes. He's red. He is super red just by the word of date, and he 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 like tries to hide his smile, and he's just like, okay, in that case, I'm gonna finish this book as soon as possible. I will be reading it, and I will make sure that we can have that that date very soon. But date can't happen unless I finish this book, so I'm
You
gonna
better start reading, Chad. I read pretty fast.
I have some catching up to do then. Something I can relate to. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you be. Enjoy your book. I will enjoy mine, and have a good day.
You too. Chad Michael Broseph.
Thanks. Yuzu. Do you have a full name?
Listen, I got 2 dads and 1 mom. Yuzu's just fine.
Yuzu. Okay, cool. I will talk to you later, Yuzu. And that's when Chad quickly turns around and starts reading his book like a maniac. Like he's just trying to like flip through the pages as soon as possible, or fast as possible. But you know, with him and his 3rd grade reading level, one page is like 2 minutes.
Yuzu is going to move over. We'll just be like, hey, Rose Quartz, can I talk to Yume for a second? You, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Let me just like step
Okay,
to the
perfect.
side
He's just gonna keep
here.
moving.
Oh, okay, damn.
Hey, Yume. Can you level with me real quick?
Yes, but you're gonna have to excuse the sound of the dogs while I feed them. Sorry.
No, you're good. Yuzu just says, I think your friend's coming on to me, and, well, he's kind of stupid, but he's kind of cute when he's flustered, so I just want to know, cousin to cousin, is he worth it?
You want the honest truth?
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be worth it. But I'm not gonna lie to you, he's gonna require a little work.
I can work that boy.
Yeah. See, I think you'd be good for him. In full sincerity, I think you'd be good for him. He has not said the words out loud, I'm gay. He has not told us he's gay, and when I met him, well, he said some pretty fucking homophobic and transphobic shit. Let's just put that way.
Well, yeah,
and
but, I mean, you know.
yeah, I know.
My family did too, and, well,
yeah,
we
know.
We're getting better.
Well, yeah, I know. But just, if I didn't think that you can, come back from that, then you and I would be having a different conversation, right? What I'm saying is, Buffalo has much to learn about himself. And if you're okay helping him get through that transition and helping him learn along the way, it's going to require some patience. But I think he's going to be worth it. I'm just giving you a fair heads up, though. This is probably not going to be easy. but it's probably worth it.
Alright. We'll see. You can't be any worse than Colin, right?
Oh, that funny you mentioned that. I think he has some backstory with Colin that I think it's worth mentioning before you've committed to anything. You know, just I would tell you if I knew. Also, I don't know, it's kind of not really my place, but it seems like there's some background there. Maybe ask.
Yeah, you know, well, I think I'll figure out the timing for it another time, but you probably should get to those questions before, you know, we run out of time. I mean,
Right.
your mom's told you we have to, you know, skydive over, right? To the Earth Island.
I'm sorry?
Oh my god. Your mother, yo, I love her and everything, but you gotta get that
Yeah,
woman 5
I know,
more
I know.
calendars.
I know. Look, I do really well in the water. I do really well on land. The sky, I don't know, man. I don't think I was built for the sky. I'm a little worried about that. But you know, we'll figure something out.
Alright,
But
well,
no, I didn't know.
yeah, well, we gotta go, make sure we get things done. Besides, I need to go give that bitch Colin a piece of my mind. Oh yeah, I'm coming with you, by the way.
Okay, perfect. No, that's great. Because that reminds me, we should probably ask our God here something about Colin because I think he might be working with this vampire bitch. So you know, I don't know.
Right. Thanks, Rose Quartz. Just gonna keep walking.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No problem.
And don't say if it requires a lot of patience. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Yuzu will, without looking back, will say, I know. And kind of like wave his hand.
Okay. Yeah. I kind of, not as you may, kind of want to bring up to people. So we, I guess we have another Google question. What I was gonna ask her is I was gonna ask her to further elaborate on. There was 2 points that she said. I forgot what it was. One of them was saying that all vampires are related to this vampire.
Oh,
and I'm curious
bloodbenders
that if
related to Tala.
sorry, bloodbenders. And I, but also vampires, no? Or no?
No, it's that
Why'd you say that about the
she
vampires?
became a vampire after getting basically like a butchered reincarnation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I was gonna say, if we kill her, the original bloodbender, does that automatically remove all the bloodbending from all the people she's related to?
Ooh, that is a good question.
That was one of the questions I was thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
The other question because that was the follow-up question that I wanted to ask her, because I wanted to know everything about bloodbending, and technically that counts under the category of everything about bloodbending.
Right.
I'm just saying.
That's fair. I think that's a clarification that she wouldn't have thought of. I'll say this. She will let you kind of extend that information in return for more information. So same deal as before. It seems like, to you, Yume, she seems to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Insinuating that Rose Quartz has information she wants.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hold off on that. I saw the insinuation, but I can't just tell her to give up her secrets.
Right.
But also, I think Chad gave up his whole secret specifically for this.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe? But,
yeah.
Right? But
yeah.
also, that might just be a yes or no question that we can put under the yes or no question pile.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, if we kill her, does that remove the bloodbending from all the people below her? That's a yes or no question.
That's a good point.
Right? Okay, so we can kind of do that as a yes or no question. The other thing I wanted to bring up to the group, we should ask if this bitch is like controlling Colin, or if like Colin is working for her, because it seems like Colin is the one that's like, I don't know, like something's up with Colin. We should maybe ask something about that. And the other thing is, maybe we can ask who caused the like bombing in Saphira and the dragon eating all that stuff. Like, I know that Colin ate the egg, but like I guess I want to know like who was behind everything, maybe.
Right. Oh yeah.
Those are other
Also,
questions we don't have
Chad, to
answers
catch you up on things, Colin basically ate a baby dragon.
Bro, what?
Yeah, like he
There was
ate
two
a baby
dragons.
dragon. Yeah. It was a set
we
of
don't-
twins, and he ate one of them.
He ate. Sorry, there was a set of baby dragon eggs, and he specifically ate one of the dragon eggs. Like ate the dragon in the egg, disgustingly.
That's what you guys learned last time, yeah.
Specifically so that he would get bending abilities, because when he was a little kid and you met him, he wasn't a bender, and now all of a sudden he's a bender, and the only way to do that is to like consume a dragon.
Oh, so he wasn't like possessed. He did this out of free will.
Yeah.
I would like to ask about that, because it seems like, yeah.
Huh.
Also, does anyone have a
Interesting.
cutoff at 9 o'clock? Just want to check.
Nah, I'm good.
I'm also
Good.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't plan on this
Lord.
taking longer than 9:15 if I can help it. But yeah.
We ask good questions. I don't know what you want.
Speak
Hey,
the Lord
I-
of Lord.
Yeah, this has been a good
is.
lore episode. I think y'all have had a lot of trauma happen, so this is good. This is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so which of the two? What is your
I mean, if
Google
you just-
search result that you would like from, you know, the equivalent of the internet?
If we don't have a Google question to ask her right now, we could ask her the yes or no question of killing the bloodbending here and now.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good certain one, yeah.
Okay. Then I guess I ask. I'm never gonna say her French ass name, but I asked the god.
You can
Before
refer
you're
to her as
French,
the
I'm
god
never
of the
gonna say it.
gaze, the god of spells, the god of wisdom and knowledge.
The god of wisdom. So if all bloodbenders are descendant from this vampire, does that mean if we remove the bloodbending abilities of this vampire or kill her entirely, does that mean that all of her descendants that also bloodbend will no longer be able to bloodbend?
That answer is unclear, unfortunately. You may ask
What a
a
bitch ass
different
answer!
question. What the fuck?
God, I was really hoping for yes or no. Sorry.
So the spell specifically
excited.
says if the answer is unclear, they can respond if they do not have certainty.
And we could just ask a different question because they're like, well, I
Yeah.
don't know the answer to that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
She says, I will not be spreading misinformation.
I love that about you.
Ask another question. You're welcome, Yume.
When we kill the bitch, we'll come back and let you know. Answer the question. Okay, well, I don't know immediately what questions you want to ask. Does anyone else have a question?
Let me pull up the other notes that I wrote for y'all. Let's see, you got that one. You didn't ask who the people who attacked Saphira were. You didn't ask how Tala defeated a powerful dragon like Charity. And you know nothing about the process of killing a god, but obviously that one's kind of risky.
Yeah. So here we should ask Colin. Who was behind terrorist attacks of 9/11.
Oh God.
This is this world's version of 9/11.
I mean,
That's
you're not wrong.
a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. I mean, I'm not wrong, but I meant it like a joke.
Yeah. No, you're good.
And then I kind of don't want to ask her how to kill a god.
You could try.
Oh, there was something else. What was the other thing that we wanted to ask you guys?
How did Tala defeat a powerful dragon like Charity?
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, Tala, not Tallow. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I had a long day of speaking, so I'm starting to slur my words.
No, you're good. Leslie really wants to ask who the fuck Aurora is, but like,
You
I
can
don't
ask
think
that.
that's Yumi's priority. I want to so bad, but I don't think that that's Yumi's priority right now. But Leslie wants to ask that
Don't do
so
it.
bad.
No, it's a secret.
It's fine. I'm gonna play my character how I would play my character and not what Leslie wants, which is really unfortunate because, man, do I really want to know who the fuck Aurora is. I have so many notes on her. Gosh, you.
Yeah!
I don't even know.
Lore!
Yeah.
Hippie! Alright. Well, Rose Quartz and Chad, do you have any...
There was other... Sorry.
Ooh, you could ask, like, get all the knowledge about... Well, you did a search about Balawan already. Or, like, Rose Quartz did.
Did we?
Yeah, Rose Quartz did, like, a history check. Because she has, like, background already. Yeah. So, generally speaking, the vibe is, like, very good-natured, lawful, good deity. Does a bunch of charity work and stuff. Often has the trust betrayed. A little too merciful. A little too trusting.
What the fuck? What? Okay, then maybe, like, why does Colin want to kill Bulawan? You said that Bulawan was the god of what?
She is known as the Slayer of Monsters. She is essentially, like, represents the idea of nobility and, like, power being a responsibility to help the people in need. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Rio, you're not here.
Okay.
I'm talking. Shush, you're not here. Jude and Kyra.
Mute myself.
I was like, okay, just shush.
Mhm.
Okay. Bulawan is the slayer of monsters, right?
Mhm.
And Rio said a while ago that if you consume something, a god or a person or something, you get part of their powers. What if Colin doesn't want to kill Bulawan? What if Colin wants to eat Bulawan so that he can become the slayer of monsters, so that he can get vengeance for all his shit?
Oh my. Well, who would he want to slay in particular?
The fucking goddess that killed down his town. What's the empress?
Right. I think that's a very big possibility.
I mean, what powers would he get if he ate Balawan?
He would, well, that's what Rio was saying. Bulawan is the slayer of monsters, and is also like, oh, I help people and stuff. Which Colin is already acting like he's that person.
Can I
Oh.
add something? This is something I might have forgotten to include it. Bulawan is the one who asked Colin to kill him. That is, or to kill her. That is something that you already know.
So Bulawan wants to die.
Wait, what? Why?
That's the question.
When did we find that out? No, when did we find that out?
It was either while you were talking to Yuzu or, what's her name? Pan mentioned it because, like, Kaya told her to tell y'all when Yume and Chad were fighting.
You guys, some shit is going on. I have a feeling that Colin wants to fucking eat Bulawan and get this power and become the god. Basically become Bulawan. This might be me. My theory might be 100% wrong.
Oh, I'll mute myself again if
100
you're still discussing.
Thank you. My theory might be like 110% wrong. I don't know. But like, I'm connecting the dots. I don't know if they're connected.
Yeah,
Dots.
I guess I'm just confused why Balawan want to be killed by Colin. I mean, out of all people, Colin?
I don't know why Balawan wants to be killed, period. But, okay, so, like, I'm trying to figure out Colin's fucking shit, right? But it seems like Colin's whole thing is that he wants to get vengeance on the Empress because she's the reason why, you know, like, he's whatever, right? And so, but like, she's really powerful and she's kind of the Avatar, right? And so, like, how would you kill somebody who's super powerful, get also equally super powerful, right? Homeboy over here didn't have bending and he ate a dragon so that he could get bending abilities. Like, I don't put it past him to be like, oh, I'm gonna eat Bulawan so that I can get even more powerful. And then I'm gonna be, that's how I'm gonna be able to kill, what's her face? The fucking Empress or whatever.
It makes like a lot of sense. I think that maybe Bulawan, like, judging from her character, maybe is allowing Colin to do this
Because
for
Colin
that
really wants to do it.
Yeah, and you know, she's very
You're right, it's too trusting.
Yeah. Her charity knows no bounds.
Mm-hmm.
But who's to say Balawan is not being forced to say that she wants to get killed?
That's true too.
Could I like roll insight for
You
like,
want to roll insight
I
on
guess-
what?
on Balawan's way of thinking? Just because
Ooh.
like knowing that I've, you know, been in her temple all this time.
So, you may roll. You do not receive advantage because you're trying to learn something about a deity that is not like public knowledge. Normally you would have disadvantage, but that's being canceled out by you being in this realm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe in
I
you.
will roll.
So believe in you. This roll's gonna be amazing.
Okay, let's see.
No, it's
Okay.
gonna be so great. It's gonna be so great.
It was a 17.
Okay.
So good.
Okay. It's
Nice.
pretty good. So you wanted to kind of get an idea of why Bulawan would want Colin to kill her, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In my head, there's kind of two questions hidden in that question. There's the why, like, there's the reason for Bulawan and the reason for Colin. On a 17, I will allow you to get started on the process of figuring out one of those two whys.
Wait, what?
So basically, in my head, right, there's two parties. There's Bulawan
Yes.
and there's Colin. They have
Mhm.
different reasons for wanting to do this thing. On a 17, I'll give you an idea of one of their reasons, but not both.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mm.
okay.
Sorry, I literally recorded like 3 hours of calculus today.
Oh no, you're
Yeah.
good. That's a lot.
In
Okay.
Yeah.
So to my party, I'd like to ask which one you think is like the most important to know.
Yuzu says, fuck that Colin guy who's a terrible boyfriend.
Okay, period.
Chad, you
We
hear
can
that
get-
So
part?
is he saying that he wants to know Colin's whole thing?
Yeah. Yuzu's vote is for Colin.
I want to say Balawan though, because like, I feel like we can safely assume Colin's motive. It's not confirmed, but like we can assume that like that might have been his motive. But like, why would Balawan want to be killed by Colin specifically?
Okay. So. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. We kind of want to know a lot of stuff about Colin already. Like, we want to know if Colin's being manipulated. We want to know what Colin's like end game here is. We want to know a bunch of stuff. We could just end up using that one Google thing for Colin, and it might just benefit us for you to know what's going on from Balawan's side.
Yeah,
Smart.
I think I agree. I
Okay.
don't. Yeah. So I
But
would
then
like
we have to commit. We have to commit to like spending that Google question on like knowing everything about Colin. And there's other things that we did want to know.
Oh, that's true.
So that's the only downside is like, are we committing to that being the Google question? Unless Rose or someone else is willing to give up some other information that the God of Wisdom wants to know. Yeah. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying. That's
I think it would be beneficial. Like in my head, I had been thinking about what I could tell. And I think Aurora is something I would be okay with parting with, but she already knows. So, yeah.
That's a real question. I don't know.
What's
I
the
don't know if
real
that would be
question?
enough to count.
Oh, I was saying like I was okay, or I would be okay with parting with like Aurora information, but she already knows.
Okay, I will break the fourth wall a little bit and say she is aware of your situation. She has
That makes one of us.
She has about as much information as you do, Rose Quartz. She wants to get to 100%.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
How about this? We could say, hey, let's use our Google question on Colin. Rose Quartz goes and figures out Balawan's motive, and we can ask all our other questions. And if we feel like we still need another Google question, then Rose Quartz or Yume or somebody gives something up to get another Google question. But we'll do that if we feel like we need to get there.
Okay. What do you think, everyone?
That sounds like a solid plan to me. That was Rio, not Yuzu.
Oh.
So we're gonna use the Google question on Colin.
The plan is to maybe use the Google question, committing the Google question to be going to Colin. Rose Quartz asking for Balawan's motive. And then we'll ask all our other questions, because I think we still have another two other yes or no questions. And if after all of this we feel like we still need another Google question, then we'll start giving up stuff to get more Google questions.
Okay. I'm good with that then.
Okay. And I say we do that.
Okay. So I'd like to use my roll for Bulawan.
Okay. Let me go back to the other one. All right, so Rose Quartz, as you begin to think, why would they both want to achieve this goal of having Colin kill a goddess? You know information about Colin, but you decide to focus on the information about Bulawan. And I think in your mind, you start from the end and work your way backwards in a sort of logical fashion to try and figure it out. So, we start with this. What happens when you kill a god? A few different things. One of the things is that the space may be filled. The process is greatly unknown, but it has been done before, where a god has been slain and a new deity rises up to take that position. That new deity usually absorbs some of the power and then brings new power to the table. Again, the process unknown. In addition to that, there is a somewhat of a reset. Like sometimes deities, it's almost like you move into a house that already has furniture in it. So you get some of the goodies, but you also get some of the bad with it too. So then now the question becomes, what is the good and the bad? What would this inheritor receive? It's some of the powers of the deity and some of the responsibilities of the deity. But it also occurs to you that the creation of a new deity, allowing for the creation of a new potentially power, that deity could in theory be used to solve a problem the old deity could not. And as we follow this lead, it now becomes, what is a problem that Bulawan cannot solve, but wants to solve? And I'll kind of now ask, or not ask, but leave you with a detail after that sort of leading question, which is, what is Bulawan's priority? What is the main thing that she is aiming to achieve through her position as a deity? It's in the details of something I've already told you. Or actually, I'll do you one better. I would like for you to roll a history check. Rose Quartz.
Oh, okay. Yes, sorry, let me just pull that up.
You may have triple advantage, so you can roll 3
Whoa!
times. Your DC is going to be 25.
Oh my god.
Okay. Triple advantage. Okay, my
I
first
believe all
roll.
she told you.
Oh, it was a 22. Okay.
Oh, I believe in you. I
My
so
second roll
believe
was
in you.
a 26.
Okay. Roll a third time just
I'll
to
just
see if you
roll.
get a higher number.
25.
5. Nice. Nice.
Alright.
This is so good.
On a 26 Rose Quartz, you realize something that perhaps no one else on the planet realizes. You recall the events that led to the creation of the Empress herself. When the goddess who lived was killed by the elementals, these sorts of creatures, demigods created to help rebuild the world. When they were at war with the dragons and the giants, their ultimate weapon was the Tarrasque, a creature that could not be killed. And so instead of killing it, they sealed the monster away.
Oh.
That monster, the credit for sealing it was given to Bulawan. It is her crowning achievement. It is the title of her name, the Slayer of Monsters, despite her greatest achievement being she has not killed the unkillable. I will also add the Tarrasque's power, the thing that it is known for, is that it takes this elemental ability and it uses it to decompose anything that it consumes. It has the ability to destroy anything by consuming it, and it also has the ability to repel magic. So what is the problem that Bulawan wants to solve but cannot solve? It is killing the Tarrasque. But the question is, now, where did she put it? Where has she sealed it?
Oh, God.
Yuzu looks over at you and just says, Rose Quartz, are you okay? You're doing 1,000-yard stare.
I feel like there's so much now that I know, but I don't know how to connect it.
How to connect it together? That's what Yuzu was saying.
Yeah.
Well, if we put our heads together and try to figure it out. He's going to pull out a massive whiteboard with a corkboard on the backside of it, and he will begin sort of like using magic to make the markers float, and he's like, I draw a mean diagram.
Awesome. Oh my god. Okay, and then I'll
He's going to give you
relay.
guidance. That's what all of the shenanigans were for.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I'll still want him to like draw the diagram.
How do you spell what?
Tarrasque?
I will type it out.
Tara put C-E-R and space ass.
Bro, that's what I heard phonetically. Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
I understand. That's what I heard phonetically
so,
too. But I'm just watching you type all this, and I thought it was so funny.
So here's the thing: Tarrasque, also a French word. Blame the French.
I blame you for picking the French.
What the fuck? Okay, the Tarrasque is a famous D&D creature. Okay, I didn't. Emervier.
No, that's why
I made all that. Familiar. That's gay culture. Tarrasque, that's French. I'm not at fault.
Thank you for the clarification. The notes are updated.
Mm-hmm.
Which you said the Tarrasque was the unkillable something, right?
Oh, yeah. It's an unkillable monster. So in regular D&D, it's just called a monstrosity. In my version of D&D, it's a type of elemental. It's the ultimate, like, embodiment of entropy and chaos, etc., etc. It only destroys, it's unkillable, it's existential, right? It's all that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So Colin is gonna do the impossible.
Yeah, sorry, Jude. We interrupted you. You were in the middle of doing a thing.
Wait, sorry. What did you say?
I said sorry. We interrupted you because you were in the middle of you were gonna do a thing. Sorry.
Oh no. I was just gonna say like I need to map it all out. like on a whiteboard. So
Okay. I know it's a lot of information, so Rio as the DM will try to help you with things. What do you think is going on so far? And I will try to, like, ask a leading question to steer you in the right direction.
I believe that Blawan I think that she desires Colin to kill her so that maybe the Tarrasque, I don't know, can also, I think she wants to help in some way. What do y'all think?
You're definitely on the right track. Let me bring up two leading questions. One, where is the Tarrasque sealed? Because if it's been sealed, it's still alive, it's just dormant. Okay. 2, she became a god, and then she couldn't kill a demigod. So, what could possibly be strong enough? If something is strong enough to kill a god, and not a demigod, then what exactly is the nature of this creature which prevents it from dying when it can basically, like, it's in a higher weight class in terms of destruction? You're good, Leslie. Leslie, if you need to type, just type.
The way that I'm thinking about it is Tarrasque is sealed underneath the temple. Is that wrong?
I don't know how to say this without giving the game away, so this is what I'll say.
Okay.
You're close in a way you probably don't realize, and in a way that you also don't realize you're pretty far. Like,
oh god.
You're in the territory, but you have no idea why you're in the territory.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, sorry. I'm only like half hearing things because the dogs are really loud. They've calmed down a little bit. They went to the backyard. Okay, summarize what you know, Rose. I want to help you out here.
Can I do the summary just because I think I can connect the dots a little bit better? Okay. So here's what Rose Quartz has discovered. Blawan, right? Credited for sealing the Tarrasque. Called the Slayer of Monsters, right? She did not kill the greatest monster of them all, which is the Tarrasque. She sealed it instead. That means the Tarrasque is alive and comatose somewhere.
And right? Tarrasque is a god or a demigod?
Demigod.
A demigod.
Okay,
unkillable, elemental.
And Blawan is a full god or a demigod?
Blawan is full-on god. Blawan.
And so is Tarrasque. Okay.
Tarrasque is a demigod. Blawan, full-on god.
Okay. Okay.
Is Tarrasque possibly like protected by something else?
That is a great question. The answer is yes, but you don't know the details. That's just something from sealing magic, is it needs a protection. But anyway, so Blawan is asking Colin to kill a god, right? You would naturally think that if you have the power to do that, you can kill a demigod. And yet that is, for some reason, not the case. You don't understand yet why that is the case. Blawan became a god, still could not kill the Tarrasque. So now the question is, why? What is preventing the Trask from dying? And why would... Oh, sorry, I got a text. Okay, sorry.
I have really stupid theories that I don't think are
Okay.
right, but I have really stupid theories.
So now the kind of leading question, well, questions are, where is the Trask sealed? And why is it that the Trask cannot die even when you have the literal power of a god?
Okay, do you want me to just start saying the random stupid theories that I have in my head?
I'll do you one better. I would like for you to roll whenever you have a theory that is onto something. I will let you know when to roll.
Okay. Bulawan doesn't know Tarask's real name or something, and so you can't kill them. Tarask got bit by the vampire and is a vampire, and they don't know it's a vampire, and that's why she couldn't kill him. There is some other greater god that created Tarask, and so it's just like
Please
protected by like a sort of magic. What do you want me to roll?
Please roll Arcana.
You sure you want me to roll history?
No. Actually, all three of you roll Arcana.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's gamble.
Oh, it was almost
brother.
a 16.
I got a 1.
Oh, brother.
7, sorry.
Okay.
So I got a 15.
You got 15. That's really good. Okay. Leslie, do you remember what the thing you said was?
Yeah, that there's another more powerful god than Bulawan that created Tarask, and that's what's preventing her from being able to kill it, because even though it's a demigod, it was created by a greater god.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Right.
And she doesn't actually have the power to kill that.
Mm-hmm.
Or she'd have to kill the greater god in order to kill the demigod.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Yes. What was the Arcana roll that you got, Rose Quartz?
A 15.
Okay.
Thank God.
On a 15, this is what you will realize. The Tarask itself is unkillable for 2 reasons. 1, it is a reincarnation of a god. When the elementals killed the goddess who lived, the one who, as far as we know, is the oldest known god, they reincarnated the body into an elemental, and it became the Tarask. So, essentially, a goddess of war basically went to the enemy side, and in a botched reincarnation, became a mindless, unkillable creature. That's the first reason. Okay. The second reason, I won't fully give to you, but I'll start you on the right track. The Tarask has the ability to repel magic of any kind. The greatest power to mortals and gods is magic. The gods are over-reliant on magic as a means of killing something. So how does something without magic kill a deity?
Does this have anything to do? Does this have? Wait! What? You said how does something without magic kill a deity? Are you saying that Bulawan doesn't have magic?
No, it's because Tarask can repel it.
Yeah, so the Tarask can repel almost any magic. It has the ability to do that.
So it's almost. Oh, hold up! I'm connecting dots. So this is similar to like what the vampire bitch did, where she made that bubble, and the only reason Ling was able to go in was because he didn't have magic, right? And maybe that's
Perhaps.
why Bulawan wants Colin to go do this, because Colin was born without bending abilities. So in the same way that Ling was able to enter this bubble and like whatever to this vampire, Bulawan thinks, hey, Colin was born without bending abilities. He can turn into a god. He doesn't have magic, and so he can actually kill Taras, because then he's going to become the like dragon killer, whatever.
You're on the right track. Yeah. The
Okay.
parallels are intentional for sure. So in other words, what you have learned is there
Tell me
is a
that.
way to kill a deity without magic. The question is that how, yeah, like again, each answer results in more questions. Yeah. Okay, we're starting to run up on time, so I would like for you to use your last yes or no question, and then let's see.
I thought we had 2 more.
Oh, did you have 2 more?
Yeah, we only used 1.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, we
perhaps
used 1.
Colin
Wait,
and
sorry. We
Tella
used
have the
1.
answers.
We used 1 yes or no question, and then you said that you didn't know. So actually, technically, we used none.
Correct. You have 2.
I thought we had 3.
Remember, one of them got converted into a Google question.
Oh, okay.
Are you
that's
saying
what
you have
happened.
3
Okay.
Google questions? I might have misunderstood.
No, I'm saying we have 3 yes or no questions. We asked the yes or no question, and then the answer was I don't know. So you can ask another question.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was still 3 yes or no questions.
I thought it was 2.
And then Kyra.
'cause- Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was 2.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know. What do y'all want to ask?
Let me put this forward. There is a specific god who is known as the usurper god. This would probably be a good thing to investigate for the sake of killing a god, because his legend is that he broke out of hell and killed his god and became the new one. So that would be something worthy of a Google search question, I would say.
I would want to hear more about that.
Okay, we were supposed to use our Google question on Colin. Do you want to use it on that instead?
Well, I'm trying to think like what I could offer.
Okay. Do you want to go down that road, Rose Quartz? Because I can give you an idea of what that would mean.
I do want to go down that path.
Emervier will connect to you psychically and will say, Aurore, I want you to recount to me the night that you died.
Can I roll history?
With advantage, yeah.
The person
Okay, I got a 14 and a 21.
Nice.
What are you trying to roll? What are you trying to learn with the history check?
I am having trouble remembering.
Okay,
completely.
then I will tell you this. Another part of you remembers then. And that would be that if you were to tell this story, you would learn more information about the Empress, but your secret would be revealed, and a lot of your questions would be answered in the process, but you would lose the secret, essentially.
If I lose,
Leave the room? Would that like help you keep your secret? Or do the protective barrier that she did for Chad? I don't know if that would help.
I'm trying to think of how I want to say this, because essentially the trade-off is this. Rose Quartz, the secret you've been keeping will be revealed, but you will get to like 95 or 99% understanding what your secret excuse me, what your secret fully entails.
I'm
Is the secret a
afraid.
secret from Jude? Like, does Jude also not know what the secret is?
It started with me and Jude talking about it, and Jude knew 50% of what her secret entailed, and I knew 100. And as we've been going on, she's slowly learned more and more and more.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm just afraid of the consequences because I still want to live.
I see. Okay. How about this? If you choose in this moment to fully reveal your secret, you can choose to essentially... Okay, this is a very serious choice. This is the same level of choice that I gave to Kat when she told me she wanted to be a bloodbender.
Oh my god.
You can say yes or no, and either is fine. But saying yes means that you can no longer be a cleric of tarot, and you will instead have to be a cleric of Emervier.
Oh.
That also means, because you're essentially, like, you had free passage anywhere you wanted to go because Lars was associated with you, and so both of you were had this like fake identity of being members of like Bulawan's part of the Light Temple, and so because of that idea that you were going to do charity wherever you went, you were allowed to go anywhere. That will stop being true. Lars also will no longer be your ally, and Terra will no longer be your ally.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
But instead, Emervier would then take that place.
Oh, I can finally be free.
Yes.
But would anything be reversed at all?
DM to me the things you're worried about being reversed.
Okay.
So I see Leslie is very shocked. Kyra, how are you feeling?
I'm a little confused too. Yeah. But I'm kind of absorbing it as it goes.
I want to hear Leslie's theories before we say.
I seem like a crazy person right now because I have like 7 different little pieces of paper front and back that just have like Aurora question.
Okay, Jude, I sent you my answer.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
That
Because
also. Okay, go ahead.
so Terra's whole thing is he's an atheist god. He believes that all deities inherently are bad for the world. No one should have this much
So he doesn't.
power, and essentially his thing is like gods are put on a pedestal when they should not be, and that all their plans bring ruin. So his thought is, I will interfere with as many gods as possible, and that is the reason I am a deity, is essentially I am always the devil's advocate. I am always trying to keep things in a state of chaos so that no deity can push their agenda too far.
Bless you.
I messaged you a question.
Yeah, I saw.
I have more theories.
Okay. Let me phrase it this way.
Getting Rio's answers but not Jude's questions is a really weird position to be in.
It's great storytelling.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
Yeah. You know what? I'll tell you the last thing I told Jude. I cannot say that that something won't happen. I will say you are not in danger.
Okay. Um. mm, mm, mm. I'm gonna just think quietly to myself, maybe mumble a little, so they might hear me going like, "Well, it would be nice to bring her back. It would be it would be maybe best if this happened so that I could live on without being under his rule and she can get her life back." So I would like to psychically talk to Emilvier.
That's pretty close, yeah.
Okay.
hmm
I like to psychically link to her and say, okay, if you can promise. Oh, well, no. I will pledge my allegiance to you, and I'll tell you everything.
Then I will give you all of my knowledge.
Okay.
Alright. Emervier will shrink down in size and meet your gaze, Rose Quartz. Are you ready?
No. It's time that this happened.
Alright, guys, one moment, please.
This is exciting.
Alright,
Wait, what's gonna happen to the tarot cards in your pocket?
that's a great question.
I just assumed I wouldn't have it anymore.
A sort of swirling energy moves around Rose Quartz as the bangles on your horns begin to vibrate wildly. They then almost melt into magic and consolidate into a single ball of light. The light faint, yet colorful. And slowly Rose Quartz, a face you know all too well, appears.
Is it who I think it is?
Let me answer your question in character. As this Dragonborn appears back to back, she will turn to face you and will say, "Hey, Sunshine. Been a while."
Oh my god. Hey.
I've been traveling with you all this time. Did you ever notice it was me?
I have to say that a part of me has probably always known.
Oh my god, is that Raid Shadow Legends right now? I'm so sorry.
Wait, what? Oh my
The
god.
YouTube ad, it was so bad. Okay, sorry. Let me get back into it. Aurora will then look to Mervier and say, "So, forced to betray the god that betrayed me, huh? You took my life, and now you take my god from me, Rose Quartz? Can't say I'm
Well,
surprised."
I want to like tone down the anger really. I want to say to her as calmly as possible, it wasn't my choice that I was born this way, but since I was brought into this world, I wanted to stay in it.
Mervier remains silent as Rory continues. "Look me in the eyes and tell me, do you know why you replaced my life?"
I never know.
Rose Quartz, I want you to roll. I don't know if you can hit it, but you do have guidance. Roll Arcana with triple advantage. Your DC is
Okay.
30.
Oh god, okay. Okay, I got a 20. Oh fuck, okay. I don't know. Ugh, another 20.
Roll the
God.
D4. Roll the D4.
Mm. 23.
23. On a 23, you realize this. You were born from some part of Aurora, but you do not yet fully understand why.
It's 2024, and you're still using the same cable network?
Can't figure it out, huh?
No, but I know I was born for something important.
Yeah, you were. Alright, librarian. You want to know the reason why I died? The night that I died? And Mervier will just nod. Alright. Listen up, Sunshine. You're going to find out about the day you were born. I was traveling with Princess Luna and her husband Kaena. The three of us, we were attempting the right of the Empress. Well, the right of the Dragon King. We started at the Light Temple, and we're making our way to the Air Temple, so that Aluna, daughter of Empress Ortuna, could become the next Empress. But she fell short. We had gained the blessing of 4 of the dragons: light, earth, fire, and water, but not air. Aluna could not bear to continue the process once she found out that every empress before her, to gain the power of all 5 elements, had to eat the Dragon King's successor. Each one consumed a dragon egg, destined to become the next Dragon King, to preserve the dynasty of lies they had built up since Hoku Long started it all.
It's very important to me to meet students and family where they are. Even though my
When Empress Ortuna found out, she came to the Air Island. Despite being chased across the universe by the Bifrost, she still made it back. Long enough to try and set everything right. She told Ortuna told Aluna that she had to do it to save her family, to bring peace to the islands. But Aluna knew better. She knew that something this vile could never bring peace, no matter what the Empress or Bulawan thought. I didn't know what to say, but Kayana sure did. Kayana had been trying to convince Aluna the entire time to abandon everything, or to turn her mother over, but Aluna could not betray her husband and could not betray the Empress. She thought by gaining the power she was destined for, she could set everything straight by herself. But that was not the case. So instead, the Empress said, well, if you can't do it, then I will do it for you, and attempted to use the same curse, the curse of the Dragon King, on her own daughter, to sever soul from body, and to place her soul in Aluna's, extending her life and her reign as the Empress of Elements.
Oh my god.
But no, I'm too good of a friend, I guess. Without thinking, I betrayed my god, betrayed my mission, betrayed the temple, betrayed the islands. And I stepped in front of that magic, and my soul and body were torn from each other. My soul was left to wander, and wander it did, until I found myself in the forest of lost souls, reliving that moment of death. And that's where you found me. And the bangles I kept on my horn, the only gift I had ever received from the temple. That is the shape that my soul took when you left. I don't know what happened after that, but Aluna, Kayana, they're nowhere to be found, and after I died, that's when the Empress went missing. She probably fled to Bulawan's domain for safety and protection. And who knows if Kayana and Aluna are with her. I'm sure the Biforce are still searching for them, trying to figure out how to get into that holy place. So I'll ask you again, Rose Quartz. Do you know how you were born? When Lars found my body, do you know what he did? What Taro did?
Did they conjure me up and stuff me inside?
Worse. They tried to reincarnate me. But I had no soul to reincarnate. You're an empty husk. You're my body, given a mind. You have no soul. It's impossible. So why is it that you get to live, and I am cursed to wander and watch as you take over the life I was meant to live?
I kind of break down, but I keep saying it's not my fault.
Aurora will step forward and lean over you intensely and will say, "It is your fault. If I was the one reborn, I would have stopped all of this. I helped so many people. Do you know how many people needed food? Needed shelter? Needed homes? I did everything for these islands. And what have you done? Nothing. You hang around scoundrels. I hung around heroes who meant something and did something about the state of the world." Chad and Yume, how do you react in this moment? Rose Quartz breaking down as her previous life berates her.
I think Yumi has no idea what the fuck is going on and is like kind of preparing because I guess Yumi doesn't know if they're gonna fight or not and is preparing to like defend Rose Quartz if that's what it's coming to, but currently they're just talking. But Yumi is getting pissed.
Chad, how do you feel?
Chad is conflicted. Because I guess he's trying to, like, gather the idea that Rose Quartz and Aurora, they're like the same soul but different people. So I guess he's like juggling with the fact that this is Rose Quartz in a previous life.
Mm-hmm.
But
Previous iteration of Rose
yeah,
Quartz.
but it makes no sense that they're both existing at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just like trying to like juggle in his head like which one is not real, but like which one is like
Which one deserves to be in the party?
not so much like like
Which one's the real one?
Spider-Man meme.
I guess so, something along those lines.
Literally.
Can't really pinpoint it, but along those lines.
Rose Quartz, as your friends tense up and ready themselves. Aurora continuing to berate you. Amervier puts a hand on your shoulder, calmly connects to your mind, and says, Rose Quartz, you need to make a choice. Your life is your own, but you have inherited problems that are not your responsibility. You can give in to your previous life if you wish. You can give back the life that was taken away, even if it is yours. Or you can choose to live. You can choose to continue forward. And I will make sure that you will be able to live long and learn of things that you did not know, and give peace and rest to a soul who deserves it, who carries pain and knows not how to rest.
It's easy to feel like I don't belong here. I feel like with her comments, with Aurora's comments, I have sort of reverted back to a state of thinking that I shouldn't even exist. But Emilvier is very encouraging to the point where I want to keep going.
At this point, Rose Quartz, a light within your backpack begins to illuminate. The lantern of revealing, which you received from this echo of the magic that the Dragon King once held, now gifted to you. This light shines. What do you do?
I take it out and sort of, I guess, hold it in front of me, in front of Aurora. She's still there.
Rose Quartz, as you pull up this lantern, a flash of light appears again, and you see the outlines of the souls in the room. Emervier's, obscured, blurred, multicolored, indecipherable. But as you look around, you see the courage to fight for others. That is the shape of Yume's soul. A soul learning to grow and to let down the walls that protected him for so long. That is the shape of Chad's soul. Yuzu's soul is the shape of one who is guarded and knows not how to share himself fully with the world. A separation. You see Aurora's soul, the soul of one who is crushed by the weight of obligation. The need to do more because she feels that only she can do it. That if she does not, then no one will help anyone else. She bears the weight of saving the islands on her shoulders and doesn't understand that one person cannot save everyone. And then you look to yourself as this lantern shows what should be the outline of your soul. Please roll an insight check for me.
Yes. I got a 13.
On a 13 rose quartz, you see an outline, however faint, that has formed over the course of these past 7 years. From the day that you were born till now, a soul has appeared, however small, from parts unknown.
I'm real. It's real.
Do you say this out loud?
Yeah.
Aurora takes a step back. How do you have a soul? I'm me. No one else. You're only what was left of me. The bruises and the scars of my body. But you're empty and hollow. How is this? What did you do?
I didn't do anything except for live according to how I want to live.
Aurora begins to falter. Her balance shakes as she tries to maintain it. No. This power that not everyone has. You're living selfishly by not giving yourself to the world. Don't you even think of it even now? The people who live in fear. How can you say that you can do what you want? You have no choice. You should help everyone else. It's not fair.
I'm not saying I don't want to do that. Because, of course, there are parts of me, perhaps remnants of you, that want to expend my time helping people. But I also have to remember that I have to spend time doing what is best for me. And I think that is something that maybe you should have honored in your life, since I sense this resentment is not only for me, but how you lived as well.
I had nothing, huh? When I think back to all of those smiling faces, I don't even know who I was. It's not fair that you get to have friends. You get to visit all these places and stick around. You know, they don't tell you that when you give everything, you have nothing left for yourself. Alright. You win. Take the body. I've already been dead anyway. Aurora will turn around and she will begin to accept death.
Wait! I want to call out to her. I want to offer something. I want hard to live.
How can I live without a body?
I think,
If Rose
well,
could get a soul without a soul, you have a soul, not a body. Why can't you do it the other way too? Oh,
Do you say that out loud, Yume?
I'm gonna say that out loud because I'm really scared that someone's gonna die, and I'd like someone to not die.
Alright. Go ahead and either roll Arcana or Survival.
ooh,
Finally.
Yume, when you needed it most, an idea that perhaps sounds foolish rings true. The evidence is before you. Rose Quartz, who began without a soul, has achieved one. But how did she foster it? That is something we do not yet understand. But the possibility is certainly there.
It's very important to me to meet students and family where they are.
Aurora will then say,
Union strives to bring many
even if I could somehow get a body again, what do I have to live for if not helping people? My friends are gone. The temple that I love will not accept me. So who is left, Rose Quartz? You?
it's funny you say that because I think I can help you. And I want to be there for you.
Yeah?
Yes. Because you selflessly gave your life. Whoever who did that for you?
No one. Not even Bulawan allowed me purpose in the next life. I guess I would have gotten in the way of her plans. Fine. Then until I get my body back, or a body back, I'm your responsibility.
Will you stick with me?
I guess I don't have a choice, huh? I never had a roommate before.
I never had a consistent. Well, I've made consistent friends, but never one right with me right here.
Alright. And Aurora begins to change form from this transparent soul resembling her former self back into the bangles that lay upon your horns, Rose Quartz. And as she fades out, and we end our session,
Oh,
she says this: "You make a good other."
thank you. But maybe you can call me something else.
Alright. sunshine.
Oh.
All right. It's past 10 o'clock, so we'll go ahead and end the session there. I don't think we'll have enough time to continue asking questions, but if you would like to ask them the yes or no questions over like Discord or something, feel free to do that, and I'll try to get back to you. I'll also try to update everyone's items and stuff. But just a quick reminder, we have Thursday, next Monday, and next Thursday, and that's it for the season. So it's all full steam ahead to that final confrontation. Alright. Thanks for playing, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream.